I can't explain. It almost sounds like a sonic boom. Obviously, you can't do that around around cities because windows would break. But I mean, they said he was pushing the speed of sound yesterday, so he must be just on the brink of the speed of sound. And even with the jet seemingly relatively close, the sound just was absent. And when it finally punched through, it was just a crack like a thunderbolt. So, okay, landing gear down again. Maybe this is the second jet coming in for a landing. I'm not sure. Because that's either thrust reverse or he's hitting the throttle again. But it really sounded like thrust reverse. We'll get our answer if we see him pop above the trees again, but that might have been the second jet coming in for a landing, or he was actually coming in for a landing this time. He didn't land. He had the landing gear down. I think he's actually going to land this time. Very high speed dive. Oh, he's firing up the engine. Oh, that's interesting. He throttled down, and yeah, he is doing a high alpha pass, which is the maneuver to go slow. So this is about as slow as he can fly when he's hitting the afterburners. Okay. When he comes out of this maneuver, he hits the afterburners and gives it full throttle, and rockets away. But as he approached us, he just did that to pull out of the maneuver and hook a loop. But now he's giving it full afterburner and climbing. Okay, looping over. And who knows where he's gonna go from here. You only have a couple seconds. If you hear it coming, it's already too late. Get ready. Oh, that was loud. Oh, man. Woo. It's like they come out of the blue. And like this one that passed by before, I mean, it's like seems to be heading a long ways away. Well, it's turning back. These planes you practically see before you hear them. Okay. Flying dirty. That was a pretty slow pass. No afterburner, flying dirty. Coming in for a landing, that's the simulation. Okay, here we go. Afterburners on. This is a twin-engine jet plane, so I believe it's a little faster than the F-18. And he passed by without afterburners and lit up the afterburners just before he made his maneuver. Man. If you don't know what loud sounds like, that's loud. 2 afterburners, F-18 Growlers. Wow. Oh, they'll be back. Flying Fortress, ladies and gentlemen. So here at this park in Oshkosh, this was kind of a interesting place to come just because this park ended up being right downrange from the main runway where they do the air show. And yeah, oh my gosh, you hear the thunder of the plane approaching, and I couldn't, in most cases, get my camera ready fast enough, so I just had to soak up the visual awesomeness with my own eyes and not capture the sounds and the awesome power. Oh gosh, it started with a low pass of a C-130 who had a couple of fuel booms and trailed by 2 Ospreys. It sounded like helicopters coming, which was unusual, and nope, it turned out to be Ospreys. Man, a Flying Fortress passed overhead. It had to have been like 250 feet up, directly overhead. The thunder of that plane, a Flying Fortress bomber passing over. C-47s, Japanese Zeros. I mean, World War II was unfolded before our eyes here today. The D-Day invasion, Pearl Harbor, Pacific battles, and a Catalina even flew over, a PBY Catalina, which I've never seen in flight before, right over here. Some of the planes line up their initial runs and fly directly overhead. It's a very cool spot to be. I expected to hear the thunder of jet power, because that's what was entailed in yesterday's air show. But no supersonic F-16s or F-14s, F-18s. Nope. It's all World War II today. And man, those F-16s, F-14s, or F-18s are so loud with their afterburners blazing. You feel the pounding and the crackle in your chest. And a MiG, there's a MiG that flies here too, and just impressive power. Unfortunately, I was not quick as I could be with my camera, and the battlefield's distance away. However, you hear the explosions because they are a stick of dynamite underneath a bucket of gasoline, so they make quite a spectacle and sound when they go off and hurl a big black ring of smoke into the air. Anyway, yeah, kind of lucky to get to see the air show tonight, maybe, or today, and maybe at 8:30. I don't think I'll still be here, but maybe we'll see some jet fighter action tonight. Maybe those afterburners show up really amazing in the twilight. Oh, and I forgot to mention as I watch a couple of, oh, they're gonna pass this way. I was gonna remark on the performance of the of P-51 Mustang. Oh, okay, that's a Mustang and some sort of naval fighter, I believe. So I don't know what they're doing flying together, but anyway, this Mustang was going through a strafing run or diving on a target, and man, I've never seen anything like that. The sound, the Mustang in a dive, it was a fast dive. Now, I don't think I've seen a Mustang dive that fast before, and even the sound was like, are you kidding me? That's how fighter pilots in World War II discovered that there was a sound barrier, because if the plane got going too fast, you would lose the ability to control the plane, because shock waves would form over the control surfaces and actually render them powerless. So you couldn't pull up, you couldn't turn, you couldn't do nothing. It would just lead to the destruction of the aircraft. Imagine, yeah, I've never seen a Mustang dive like that, sound like that. Amazing that the wings didn't rip off. I thought it was a siren at first. Seriously, I thought it was an emergency siren. That's how weird it sounded to have that Mustang dive. And you can see behind me, I mean, the thunder of those props and engines are just amazing. I've never seen more bombers fly over at one time than I did today, and the sound is just unbelievable. Imagine that times 50. It happened. It happened. C-47 with invasion stripes.